Greetings, Sonic Sorcerers, I'm Rob Chappers, and I've just downloaded an app. So as you can see, I've got an iPhone, so cue the iPhone hatred. I don't normally buy apps, I don't normally bother. I've never been sort of sucked into the world of applications and sort of finding it particularly interesting or even fun. But I spend a lot of time in hotels waiting to do a clinic or a session or with a band or working for Andertons, you know, demonstrating. And I've often got a guitar and I often sit there and just do nothing and then go to bed and then wake up and then work. And I kind of thought, that's a real shame, you know, I should find a way of being able to jam on my own. And I came across this application which is awesome, absolutely awesome. It's the Ninebuzz Practice Buddy. It's really cool. I think this application is so awesome that actually I'm going to break from the ubiquitous normality of my everyday guitar and amplifier demonstrations and give you a demo of this app, the Ninebuzz Practice Buddy. So the first thing is, who do I think this is any good for? Well, if you are a beginner or an intermediate and you're looking to improve your blues, rock, reggae, country, jazz, funk playing, then this is a really good application for you. It's so simple, it's not even funny how simple it is. Watch this. I'm going to go to my application, press it to load it up. It's immediately there. Immediately there. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll take a screenshot and stick it just about here for you. Okay, so you're going to see here, you've got major or minor, the various keys, and then play. Now, it's come up with humbucker blues, which is a kind of style, I suppose like a Gibson Les Paul type style. But at the bottom there are 4 icons, and you can just choose to change the style. But first off, I'm just going to play it. Oh! Makes me want to barbecue food. So I'm going to change the style. So the 4th icon at the bottom, I'm going to press style. I'll take a screenshot of that for you. I love this, it's awesome, isn't it? Let's go to acoustic blues. So maybe I'm in my hotel room or chilling out and I've just got an acoustic, I've got an electric guitar but I haven't plugged it into an amplifier. So we're going to go major, the key of D, acoustic blues, play. It's such a simple functionality. I know that it's basic, but I really like that. I've often been quite surprised at how loud iPhones are, especially if you put them inside a pint glass and then turn them on and the pint glass acts like a sort of resonant chamber. So what I've done in my hotel room is turn this on, stick it on a table and then just jam along acoustically. It sounds really good. It's absolutely loud enough to jam along with acoustically in your hotel room, bedroom, whatever you want. Obviously, you can headphones up and then play if you want to, and there are lots of other ways of using it, but for me, it's the most immediately satisfying way of just like, quick, I want to jam in the key of G, I don't care, major, bang, hit it, and there you're gone. The other thing is, there are lots of different kinds of styles on tap, and so, I'm really excited about this, so you can just go, alright, change style, I don't know, reggae. I don't play reggae. But that's kind of fun. So let me show you what I've got here. And, okay, back to the player. Let's go major reggae in the key of, I don't know, C, play it. Now that's awesome. But I know what I'm doing. Now if I didn't know what I'm doing and I wasn't sure how to play over that as a backing track, you just press the scale button. They've thought of everything for you. Scales. And it gives you all the scales that you'd need to jam over that progression. Talking of progressions, if you press chords, it gives you all of the chords in the progression. So you begin to learn where you are, what you can use, and then you get to have fun doing it. I think that's awesome. You guys know that I'm a rock player, really rock and blues. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a bit of rock for you. So I'm selecting rock, I'm going back to the player. I'm going to play major rock in the key of A. So I'm choosing major and I'm choosing A. And so that's great. But what I'm going to do is what I've been doing for the last 2 hours, and this is why I'm making this video, is I'm just going to stick this into a Roland cube. I use Roland cubes all the time. Let me show you. Here is my Roland cube. I think the cube is a fantastic amplifier. It's simple, it does the job, it's loud as hell, and like almost every modern practice amplifier on the market, it has an in. So you can take a lead from the iPhone straight into the back of the cube, and away you jam. Of course you could plug into the back of the computer, into all manner of peripheral should you require to do so. But for me it's the most satisfying plugging straight into the cube, whack in a guitar and jam along, and that's what I'm going to do for you right now. All the audio you're going to hear is just camera audio, because I want you to hear what it's like in the room, kind of, for me. If I mic it up, it'll be a little bit false. I'm actually going to ask Ninebuzz to send me one of the backing tracks so I can play it here for you, so you get a really good idea of the audio quality. You're going to hear camera audio here, so you get a really good idea of how it sounds for me in the room. What you've got to be careful not to do is leave it on full volume when you plug it into the cube like I just did, because it will blow your face off. It's surprising how loud an iPhone in a Roland cube can be. So anyway, major, key of A. But also, while I'm here, I'm going to change between major and minor. Watch this. Major. Different kind of songs, different tracks. They've actually written different songs and tracks, and they're really good quality actually, to give you the major and minor key. It isn't just the same thing transposed by a robot, you know. So yeah, I think this is awesome. Specifically if you're a beginner and you want to learn about pentatonic scales and major and minor, and you want to actually do something rather than just look at sort of a scale chart on a bit of paper, which doesn't really get you anywhere. You need the feedback of the music behind you. Obviously you can get backing tracks all over the place, but the great thing about this is it's with you all the time. So some of you will know that when I write solos, what I do is I tend to sing and vocalise over the music first, and then I turn that into a guitar piece, so you get a kind of vocal quality type melody. And what I think is great with this is that you can jam over it, obviously at home or in a hotel or whatever, but if you're out and about, stick it on, have a little hum around, you find a little melody, go home and try and work it out, and you've worked the way a musician would do rather than thinking just like a guitar player, you know what I mean? From what I understand, you can use it on an iPad or an iPhone. If you're lucky to have an iPad, that's awesome. I'd like an iPad. And I tell you what, if you get the Ninebuzz Practice Buddy and you're having a jam along and you're a beginner or an intermediate person then I greet you. And why not click to make a comment, and then to the right of your comment white area where you normally type, you can press a button to send a video response. Why don't you shoot a video of you jamming over one of these backing tracks and submit it as a video response to this video, and I'll take a look and I might give you a couple of tips. It's the most fun I've had on my iPod since I discovered, you know, private browsing. Anyway, I've been Rob Chappers. You guys take it easy. Chappers out.